Someone has my IP address. Should I be scared? Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. Here are some example questions I get, actually very often. My IP address was exposed after I got a virus on my computer. Should I be scared? Help please, someone got my IP, country and state and my village. I'm just a kid. Please help. He even got my ISP. Please, I am really scared. Hey, some guy has my IP. Is it possible he does a cybercrime and uses my IP address and gets me arrested? No. No, you should not be scared. No, no one is going to track down to your home. No, no one is going to use your IP address for some kind of cybercrime. As you can tell, I get this question a lot. There's a lot of confusion over what people can and cannot find out from your IP address. It gets worse when you search for an answer to this question online. Search results are full of fearmongers declaring that your privacy is over once someone has your IP address, unless, of course, you purchase their product. So, I have a hard time convincing people not to worry, and here's why. Of course, your IP address can be used to track you down. Anything is possible. If you have the resources and the access to do it, that is. Law enforcement can find the location of an IP address, for example, by forcing ISPs and other internet providers to give them information not available to the general public. Theoretically, hackers could infiltrate your ISP and get private information about your IP address. Unless you are an exceptionally high-value target, you've run afoul of the law in some serious way, or live in a seriously repressive regime, no one is going to make the significant effort to track you down by your IP address. It takes access and skills that are not generally available to even the scariest of hackers. It's just not going to happen to you. Here's another reason why you shouldn't worry. If you go to the article associated with this video, askleo.com/133963, I will show you your IP address. In fact, every website you visit, every online service you use, and everything and anything to which your computer connects directly knows your IP address. Not only is it not a big deal, it's how the internet works. It's how those sites and services know how to respond. It's how the Ask Leo server knows to send you the information for a page you ask to look at. You're exposing your IP address all the time. We all are. Now, you'll find plenty of articles on the internet claiming you're putting yourself at significant risk by exposing your IP address. For most of us, that's pure bull. They're trying to sell you something. Usually, they're trying to sell you a subscription to a VPN service to hide your IP address. You can hide it if you like. It'll slow down your online experience and lighten your wallet, but it won't really make you any significantly safer. At least not from the horrors of exposing your IP address. So, I also hear, but I'm special. Someone really is after me. 99% of the people making this claim are wrong. We all fear what we don't understand, and people certainly don't understand the internet or how it works. It's easy to get suckered into concerns about issues that don't exist, in part because there are so many other issues that do. On top of that, many people love to turn this lack of knowledge to their own purposes. The most common I see are kids trying to scare other kids by claiming that by knowing their IP address, they can now hack their computer or infiltrate their home or make it look like criminal activities are originating from it. No, just no. It's nothing more than taunting and bullying. Now, about that 1%. Let's say you're part of that 1% who are correct about being tracked at a personal level. What's the risk? The only legitimate risk is that, in theory, someone could mount a denial of service attack against your IP address. This basically pummels your IP address with so much traffic you can't get out. Essentially, you get knocked offline. That's it. You get knocked offline. You're not hacked, you're not compromised, you're inconvenienced. Your ISP would probably take steps quickly to make it go away and you'd be back in business. Now, of course, if you've done something to warrant law enforcement or government interest, they can get all the information about where you are from your ISP. But that is not available to your random internet user or bully. Now, there's one more aspect of all this that is important to realize. Without even exposing your IP address, you might well be telling websites and services exactly where you are. If you'll visit What's My IP Address, it's one of several sites that will tell you your IP address and also tell you where you are to a point. In my case, it says Seattle. Well, okay, kind of, but in reality, I'm nearly 15 miles from the city. It's not uncommon for this type of IP-based geolocation, as it's called, to be miles off, sometimes hundreds of miles off. So if you visit that site and click on the link to update your IP location, you'll be presented with a list of pros and cons, which honestly I appreciate, and the opportunity to skip the next step. Click Proceed, and your browser will present you with a request to know your location. Here's the deal. This has little to nothing to do with your IP address. Your browser, and your system in general, often knows your specific location with a high degree of accuracy. I clicked on Allow in one browser, and sure enough, the exact location of my home was displayed. Because I let my browser share that information. I clicked on Allow. Even if you use a VPN to, again, hide your IP address, all bets are off when you explicitly tell someone where you are. And that's exactly what Allow does when a website wants to know your location. Naturally, VPN and other vendors use this amazing location ability to sell you solutions that aren't needed or don't fix what's really at play. So, what do you do? Well, most people don't need to do anything other than follow common internet safety rules. No extra tools are needed. If someone knows your IP address, it doesn't expose you to any significant extra risk. Maybe click block when a website wants to know your location, unless, of course, you want it to, like your delivery app or Google Maps or something like that. If you really are that special someone who needs to stay extra secure because people and/or law enforcement are after you, well, this video ain't for you. Consider using a good, not free, VPN, perhaps Tor, a dedicated machine, someone else's internet connection, and so on. The list of what you need to do is much longer than I can go into. Besides, if you're reading this article, if you're watching this video, I'm still not convinced you need it. For updates, for comments, for links related to this topic and more, visit askleo.com/133963. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.